everyone, welcome to my channel, your place for news and gameplay. Some good, some bad, and let's be honest, likely some raging tilting. If you like what you see, please consider subscribing and hitting that bell for notifications. Today's episode, taking a look at some test server action. In this test server, we're specifically looking at the new robot called the Leech. So if we actually go into the Leech here, and we look at the description, it basically has the ability called Drain. It says Leech activates defense systems, speeds up and absorbs most of the damage. If there is an enemy in the robot's sights, Leech establishes a connection with it and redirects to it part of the incoming damage. So it has a duration of 10 seconds, cooldown 20 seconds. The activation range is 600 meters. You also get a 90% damage reduction, and 50% of the damage that you take is redirected to the targeted enemy. So in my hangar here, I'm going to be running 3 Leech, and I think I have an Augeon and a Blitz in here as well. So if you look at the first Leech here, I have 4 igniters on it, running lockdown ammo. I have a anti-control, last stand, and I put the Battleborn on here because I am running igniter, so I'm going to have to get a little bit closer to the enemy. In the pilot, I'm running increased damage. Igniter deals increased damage. The Leech does increased damage, increased speed. Mechanic to repair the robot over time. The Wonder Worker, which after activating the ability, the Leech repairs as well. Let me see here. I have the Foolhardy, which is once I reach a certain durability level, I can recharge my an equipped active module, and all active models recharge faster. It's going to be fairly standard for most of them. I've swapped a couple of the skills in and out for other ones. So if we look at the next Leech here, I'm running 4 Hussar. This is going to be my long range setup on the Leech. Again, I have anti-control, last stand. I put a thermonuclear reactor. Also running lockdown ammo. I think I was running lockdown ammo on the last one. The pilot, I have increased damage, increased speed, healing again. Let me see here. All the effects of the active module and the Leech last longer. Since I'm going to be at range, I want to be able to lock down somebody and have them locked down for a longer duration, assuming they don't have anti-control. Have healing over time and increased durability on this one. My next one, I threw in the Augeon with 2 Avengers with the advanced repair unit. I have the anti-control, last stand, and the Battleborn as well to try to reduce at least the initial damage after my first hit. On the pilot, I have increased ability damage, increased weapon damage, increased speed, healing, increased durability, more healing, because I am going to be flying around, and I wouldn't be surprised if some people have quantum radar. And I also put on here all effects, all active modules recharge faster because I want to be able to use my advanced repair unit more often if possible. My third Leech here, I have 4 Coronas, running anti-control, last stand, and thermonuclear reactor, again with a lockdown ammo, although I'm pretty surprised. I must have been a mistake on my part. I probably should have swapped out for a healing module, whatever. There was really not much of a. There's no sense to have lockdown ammo as well as having lockdown weapons. But so that was my bad. And my pilot here, I have healing, increased weapon damage. I put the shot grouping increasing on the Corona, increased durability, more healing, increased speed. And once I get a certain durability level, I instantly recharge an equipped active module, which again is pretty meaningless on this spot. It would have been better if I had put a healing module, but I'd already run my a couple games already with this, and it was okay. But it's to be perfectly honest, as you'll see in some of my gameplay, this particular build didn't last very long on the battlefield. And finally, I threw in the Blitz, just because I know there's going to probably be some Ares or Greek bots out there as well. And I want to be able to try and get inside their shield and suppress them and take them out if I can. So I have 4 Halos on here. I threw in the Death Mark on it as well, the anti-control, last stand, and again I put the Battleborn. And you'll notice for those of you who watch the dev stream, Stan is here. And it was actually a joke from the dev stream team It was about the fact that he was on vacation and they felt like they needed more stands, so they made a joke on him and threw him in as a legendary pilot in the test server so that they could basically duplicate Stan. It adds absolutely nothing to the game, but I threw it in there anyways because I saw it and I thought it was pretty funny. So obviously the first skill here, the increases number of stands, does absolutely nothing in the game. So we'll just look at the rest of one. So I have increased weapon damage, increased shock grouping for the halos, healing, increase my suppression effect, increase my durability, and upon reaching a certain durability, instantly charges my Blitz's ability. Okay, so that being said, that is my full hanger, and let's get into some gameplay and see how we do. Alright, team deathmatch. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Let's start with Leech running Hussars. Assuming we're dropping. Oh, there we go. Okay, so we dropped in. Let's see what we can do. Hopefully we can have a better game than I did the last game, because the last game was absolutely horrible. Still haven't... Well, I know how this bot works. It's just, so far, it's been pretty confusing. Alright, so let's see if we can hit one of these guys over here. He's locked down, but he's not in my range. Well, he's in my range. He's just not in my line of sight. Bot over here. It looks like it's a Loki. I can't tell. It looks like my shot should be hitting him, but I don't think he's taking any damage. Alright, let's go over and look on the left-hand side here. See what we can do. There's bot coming through there. He's been... Well, he's got his last stand already. Just try to... There we go. Oh, I was hoping I could lock him down or something. With his last stand, not much I could do. Ooh, that hurt. Oh, Trebuchet's coming through there. Alright, so there's definitely the bug is still here on the test server. All my bots have healing, and I am not healing at all. So it's going to make it a little bit more difficult. That's probably the reason why I had such a bad game the last game. Is I have no healing module. Well, one bot of mine has a healing module, but everything else is either running lockdown ammo or I think I have one bot running Deathmark. So I hit this invader up here. Let's get to having some decent damage, but there's that stupid Loki still running around. Somebody else is going to have to deal with him. Oh, he came out of stealth. Let's hit him a little bit while he's out of stealth. He's gone back in. Let's change targets. I tried to lock him down, but he had anti-control. Let's see here. Can I still hit this invader? Trying to brawl with ranged weapons. These weapons do decent damage, so it's not that bad trying to brawl with them, but I haven't gotten really a good chance to try to use my built-in ability here. In order for me to really use it, I have to be targeted. I can use it and I'll get some resistance, I'll get a speed boost, but I have to be able to target somebody to redirect the damage I absorb to. So there's a Loki coming in. Okay, so I've redirected my damage to this guy over here. And he's taking some really big damage. So the damage I was taking from that one player, I think he was hitting with Hussars, it was being redirected to the player I had tagged back there. But to me, this is pretty confusing, if I'm being perfectly honest. Maybe I just have to get used to it. Okay, so I just died there. That's fine. Just drop in with... Now, I haven't tried the spot yet. Let's try the Coronas. I'm probably going to get completely wiped off the map here, but that's okay. Let's see here. What can we do? Can I lock this guy down? Okay, so I've locked him down. I've targeted him. Okay, got a kill. And, okay, now I'm out in the open going against an Ares, and the rest of the team on the other side can clearly hit me. So this was a mistake. But that's fine. I'll drop in with another bot here. So somebody has leached me. I just got completely blown out of the water. That stupid Ballista Spectre back there. I think he's the same guy who was on a previous match. It was on Yamato. He just sat right up on the platform and was just picking people off left and right. We actually did manage to win that game, however, but still. Anyways, I was in my Aojun. See if I can do some damage. Activate his last stand. Stop firing. Wait for it to wear off. See if I can maybe come around the corner. At least I have healing on this bot. All my bots have... Ooh, oh, damn, that hurt. I should have maybe activated my ability and flew up and see if maybe I could have avoided those vortex coming in. Well, I'll just kind of stick in the cover here. And in 7 seconds I can use my healing again. And I'll regenerate my health this way. Even though I do have healing skill on this bot, just like all my other bots, it's just the test server, the healing skill seems to be broken. Okay, there's an Aojun up there. This is probably a mistake because I'm going to try and go after that Aojun, but I don't own an Aojun. I'm not very good flying it. So let's see what we can do. He's getting to take some decent damage. There's a second Aojun. Okay, now this is probably a big mistake going in here. One Aojun against two. So he's behind cover. I can't hit him. I want to see if I can hit this guy. And he's flying up now. So maybe I can drop in. I wanted to drop in behind cover there. So now I'm going to get completely roasted. That's okay. So he's landing up there. See if I can come around here and hit him with my Avengers at least. I'll have my flight in 5 seconds, but he's got... Jeez, I'm horrible at hitting this guy. I can't even keep a target on. I keep trying to lock my target, but it's not locking in. I did enable it in the settings. So it just goes to show how bad of an Aojun pilot I am. Well, this isn't turning out to be a very good game right now for me, at least for the last couple bots. Alright, so let's drop in with the Blitz. No, oops, I meant to drop in the Blitz. Oh well, we'll see what we can do here with the Leech, running the Igniters. See if I can take at least this guy out here. There we go, got a kill. Alright, so we're going in with the Aojun. He just uses stealth. See, I have no idea if who had marked him. It's just very confusing. The animation for the person who's marked and the person who did the marking is the same. And although that was Aojun, so I know he didn't do the marking, but if you have a Leech on Leech, I have no idea which one did the marking and which one is the marquee. So who's the marker and who's the marquee? So like, I don't know which one I can or can't shoot. And the fact is that you really can't do very much damage to them while they're in their 90% resistance. And 50% of the damage that you do to them is redirected to their target. You can't take the chance. So we're going on here. We'll try to splash this guy around the corner. Well, I killed somebody with triple kill there. It wasn't the guy I was aiming at, but I'll take it anyways. Alright, so I activated my ability, but you know, the only reason I activated my ability was to get the speed increase. I wanted to get around the corner to start firing at this guy. And I actually, you know, unless things change, I think that's going to probably be how some people use this, and more for the speed boost, the resistance boost, not necessarily targeting a specific player. At least I know I wouldn't, just because so far I'm bad at this spot. It'll just take time, but I'm still trying to learn. This has only been my second game playing it. See, I'm just using the speed boost again. I did mark this guy, so you know I won't say the instructions. The details say you have to be in sight, but I was able to mark him without having a line of sight. He was behind structure, so maybe it's just the fact that it has to be within range. Oh, well, we're gonna, looks like we're win this one. We don't have this one bot left to take out. We can do some damage to him. It's an invader. Trigger his last stand. Okay, he's jumping in now. Reload my igniters. And I got a one shot off. Awesome. Okay, so that looks like it should be game. 30 kills to 21. There we go. I was wondering why the game hadn't ended yet. There was no more enemies left, or there shouldn't have been. Alright, so let's look at here. Did 1.1 million damage. Look at where I ranked in the team, 3rd place. Overall, not that bad of a game. Anyway, so for my final thoughts, I have mixed feelings about the Leech. I think it has potential. It's an interesting concept, being able to essentially absorb damage inflicted upon you and redirect it to a specific target. I just found on the test server anyways that it was pretty confusing on how it worked. The animation seemed to be the same between the marker, so the person activating the ability, and the marquee. And while it doesn't make too much of a difference if, for instance, you're marking an Aujin or a Fury or something like that, but if you have a Leech marking a Leech, and I'm targeting an enemy and it's a Leech that I'm looking at, and he's marked, or at least he appears to be marked, I have no idea, did my teammate mark him, or did he mark a teammate of mine? And so if my teammate marked him, then I can fire at him. But if he marked my teammate, then I can't fire at him. And I don't know which is which. And so you just, when you see that kind of reddish glow around a Leech bot, you just have to sit back and wait for it to wear off, because you have no idea if he did the marking or if he was marked by somebody else. I can see it having a place, and I know some people think that it might be the next OP bot, and potentially if some of the kinks, I think, got worked out of it, it might be pretty powerful. It's just the type of playstyle I don't think I see myself wanting to get a Leech, to be perfectly honest. Not unless the mechanics change a bit. I was just really confused with how it operated and the visuals on it to be able to determine who was marked and who was doing the marking. But that's my personal opinion. The only other feedback I have, and it's been an ongoing issue with several test servers now in a row, is the healing skill does not work. And I sometimes pick my active module relying on that I have healing skills in my pilots. And I guess going from now on, I'm going to have to do a couple test games first just to see if the healing skills even work, and then change my hanger up accordingly. There was a couple times where I really needed healing and I didn't have it, and it might have been a better choice instead of having, for instance, lockdown ammo, or I think I had a death mark on my blitz. So without having that healing ability, maybe I should have swapped those modules out for the advanced repair unit, for instance. Anyways, it definitely did affect my playstyle in the very first game I played. I didn't post it up here because it was absolutely horrible. But this one was definitely at least better gameplay. Anyways, if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. And until next time, cause some mayhem in the field for me.